Hey my lovely cupcakes, Elsie Rowe here, and I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Welcome back to our lovely show. I am so excited for today's episode. We are going back to, well actually we're not really going back, we're looking back at our 2023. This is our year in review for 2023 for the YouTube channel and for me. This is the third video I'm making in this series. So that means, I say in this series, but it's a yearly tradition that once a year I do this, right around this time, where I do a review of the past year. And this year I can honestly say I've been so proud of the content I've been making. I love doing the reaction videos. The comics have been so much fun. And I got to do Let's Draws. I got to do some cute videos of Poe, my little baby, who's all sleepy and snuggly. It feels really good and really weird, but really good. It feels weird almost because when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't realistically think how long I was going to do this. So now that we're at the third year and we got traditions set up and I've planned so many things, and it just feels really nice. So for today's episode, we're gonna follow the layout that I used in last year's video in 2022. In last year's video, the layout that I followed was the introduction, reflection on the year previous, do my goals for this year, and then we're going to end with a lovely message from my cupcakes. So let us begin. And I do have a script down here, so that's why I'm like, So the way this video works is that I will watch the previous year's video and then I will do some commentary on it. If you guys want to watch it, the previous years, I will link them down below. Fair warning, last year's audio and most likely the first year's audio is really bad. This one probably also won't age well either. I'm working on it. But let's get to 2022. So first reaction, I gotta say, just from watching the video, my hair was so puffy. I was trying to grow it out. I gave up, mostly because my short hair is so gorgeous. And also getting your head shaved, at least for me, it feels like a massage. I'm gonna keep up that. That was wonderful. So good news is I'm still adorable. Poe is still adorable and puppy and precious baby boy. He's very sleepy right now. So he's actually conked out asleep next to me, which is very, very cute, which I appreciate a lot. I kind of hope he comes up eventually, but he's chilling. He's happy. He's actually cuddling the holiday present I got for him. But watching this video was kind of a feeling. And I'm going to be honest, it was kind of like I was watching it and I'm like, here were the goals that I set out for myself. I wanted the first draft of my book done. I wanted to upgrade my YouTube channel, specifically with commentaries on films and more Let's Draws and more video game time, or Let's Plays. I wanted, for my personal stuff, I wanted to build up my confidence, upgrade where I was living by either moving to a different state or getting a new place. And I wanted to celebrate the little victories. So celebrating the little victories was actually something that came from my 2021 review. And I'm gonna keep bringing it because that's gonna be one of my more goals because I think is really important. But let's talk about the realities for the goals that I set a year ago. Goals don't always get achieved. And there's no need to feel bad about that. And also, sometimes your goals will be achieved, just not in the way that you thought. For instance, the first draft of my book isn't done yet. I'm working on it. And I have made some pretty good improvements. My girl, her name is still Avery. I love her. I made her a friend group because last time I built her a family, which was wonderful. This time I built her a friend group. So now she's a solid group of friends. She's a little bit of she's kind of becoming a little bit of a diva. She's also she's still one of the main characters, but she's not the main character, which is so much fun to build. I also created a magic system in the book. We'll maybe come back to that in a minute. But I didn't finish, and that's okay. I'm still working on it. It takes time. Plus, life got super busy. We'll come back to that in a couple of points, but that's okay. I'm still writing. I'm not giving up. The next one was, did I upgrade my YouTube channel? Yes, we're up to like 530 something cupcakes right now. That's crazy cool. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. That's so many people. That's so cool. But that didn't happen from doing Let's Plays or commentaries on film. I did do some I didn't really do that many Let's Plays. I did do some Let's Draws, and I did do some commentaries on Chucky. Honestly, what really was the star of this year's channel was the reaction videos. Specifically with the Moon and Sun animatronic, or the daycare attendant. I don't blame y'all. I love those videos. Those songs are so good, especially Lights On was like the most popular one. I love that video so much. So I'm like, I get it. It makes total sense. So yes, my channel did upgrade it. Honestly, I really like the content that I'm making more now. It just isn't what I set out for last year. And that's okay. Honestly, that's okay. Because honestly, things change. I'm not the same Elsie Rowe that I knew last year. I think last year, actually, I was still going by Elsie Rosie. Elsie Rosie is a very cute nickname, but Elsie Rowe fits more accurately to who I want to be on this channel and who I am. But I didn't mean for that to be so serious. Where did my brain go? But this is why I write scripts, because my brain goes a million different directions all at once. But yeah, honestly, I feel like YouTube has gotten much better this year. The videos have been consistent, not always on time, but there has almost always been a video each week, which feels so good. I'm so happy about that. I even did my little exploration. So in 2022, in June, I took over. In June of this is the wonderful thing of having hair and also having a dog that sheds. So in 2022, in June, I took over the channel. There were no reaction videos. There were no comics. Instead, I did a video each week about the pride, specifically the sexualities of the characters that were the main focus for the stories that I was working on. This year, I did another takeover where instead of doing June, I did a little bit November to December, and I talked about, I based skits off my favorite content creator, Ben Brainerd, the comedian. I love his stuff. I did my own version of Welcome to the Table, where I did a little series about the state of North Dakota, state of Minnesota, with a focus on Fargo Moorhead. So that was so much fun. I had a blast with it. It also was it was a good break. I needed a break from the reaction videos. I needed a break from the comics. So next year I do plan on doing another thing where 1 month I'll do something completely different. What that will be, I don't know, because the Midwest one, that was my birthday present to myself, concluding with me buying this wonderful hoodie, which is still so comfortable. I love this hoodie. I like the t-shirt that I got too, and the sticker is adorable, but I might need to change the design a little bit on it because I wanted it to be more yellow, and it's not. So, got the hair. But, so YouTube-wise, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm really excited for next year. And my next goal was to build up confidence and upgrade my place. Confidence-wise, I'm still working on it, but I feel like I'm in a much better place than I was last year. I feel like I've steadily been improving. I've been working more on myself. I've been bullet journaling. I've been putting more energy towards myself and learning how to take care of myself, because that's a big thing you need to learn, is how to figure out exactly how to take care of you. And it's a freaking process, but I'm learning. So I feel like I've improved. I think we'll go with that. Upgrading my place? Well, as you guys have been able to tell by looking at the backgrounds, I'm not in my original apartment anymore, and I love my new place so much. Oh my goodness, y'all. My new place has a washer and dryer in unit. Isn't that crazy? At my old place, it cost me like $5 to do a load. I didn't even use the dryer anymore. I had to hang dry everything, which is better for the environment, which I've been told is better for the environment. But like, it was so much money. I love my place. It is so much closer to all of the stuff that I need, and it's so pretty, and I actually have neighbors who are nice, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I love it. And this trail of thought actually leads me perfectly into my next section. Where am I now? Well, besides the wonderful apartment, I actually got this apartment with the help of getting a promotion at my job and a pay raise, which absolutely helps. That's how I was able to upgrade to my new place. So that feels wonderful. I had lots of family time in 2023. Like lots. Like there was a solid 3 months, 2 months. There was a solid most of fall I saw my family at least once a month. And I love my family, but I live very far away from my family. Not just because they decided, just because I moved out here for college and I decided to stay. Also, I am wearing pants. I'm toasty. But so that has been really fun getting to see my family so much. I had a beach trip, which was so much fun. I shouldn't really call it a beach trip. I should call it a lazy river trip, because I spent like 4 hours on the lazy river reading. I love reading in the lazy river. It's like my favorite thing. Top 10. I would recommend. If you do it, just either bring a waterproof Kindle or a Kindle case, or be okay with the book getting destroyed or very water damaged. I love doing that with books. That just makes me happy. Controversial opinion, I know. I got to witness a union of two loved ones. There was a celebration of life, meaning I did lose another person close to me, which affected me a lot. It did hurt a lot, but it was a celebration, and I miss her all the time, but that's okay. It is okay. Besides that, I also just got back from a wonderful holiday party. I had a lot of good family time this year, which was really nice, and that was honestly a lot of fun. My big thing this year also was that I subscribed to my local library. So why is that a big deal? Well, besides the fact that libraries are a wonderful resource, I have 6 books out. Because as you can tell, either by the wall behind me or the wall next to me, I love books. But I am broke all the time. And the library is free. Of course I'm gonna go. Plus they have fun events and stuff. I think I have like 6 books out right now. So cool. And that actually, we'll come back to her in a minute. But I'm like, I love it. I've been able to actually check out books and read them. I think I have 7 books out right now. I love it. It's so much fun. So that was actually a big thing that I wanted to do this year, was get to the library, because it's both great to meet new people, and I love reading. Reading is so much fun, and it makes me feel better. So I want to keep reading. Another thing that I want to keep up is coloring. So coloring is something that I mentioned in my last year's video where, we've been drawing every day. Still doing that. It has changed a little bit though, where I think last year I filled up like 4 notebooks. Yeah, this year I've only filled up 1.5, but that's because I've upgraded to much better quality, like significantly better quality paper. Like if I focus and like put my marker to my paper, it looks like it's painting. The paper just absorbs the ink so well, and it's, oh my gosh, it's lighter. It's night and day difference, and it doesn't bleed. So most of the time I'm able to draw on the front and back, and I had to make a whole new system to make sure that I can keep track of all the storylines. And oh my gosh, it's been wonderful. But yes, I've been drawing almost every single day. I've been writing stories almost every single day. Oh, and it's wonderful. I love drawing, I love coloring, I love writing. It's so much fun. It's also a huge stress reliever for me too. It helps me recenter and focus. And when I don't have the energy to color or to write, I bullet journal. So bullet journaling, like, I almost always have a notebook on me because I have 1,000,001 thoughts, and being able to have a space where I can just write things down really helps. It also helps keep me organized, helps me keep track of all the wonderful things that I got to check out for YouTube, and of all the 1,000,001 things I got to do at home. It's been really cool. And more general highlights, been exciting news. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out, and it's so good. I think I've waited like 8 years for that movie to come out. I'm so happy it's finally out, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like that they changed things. I didn't want the first game to be in a movie. That'd be really cool. But I'm happy they changed things and reincorporated things, mostly because that's what I want. I want to see more of these characters. I want to see what they'll do. And I loved it. I love that movie. Also, in the FNAF world, things have been great. Like, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out. FNAF Ruin came out. I think there's a DLC for Ruin now, too. I think. Well, there's also the Help Wanted. I think there's a DLC, but I have to check on that, because technically FNAF Ruin is a DLC, whatever. And then there's also Help Wanted 2. I don't have the headset, but I've been watching it. I watch people play it, and oh my gosh, it's so cool. I love it. It's been so much fun. Also, Has Been Hotel. Do you guys remember them? That really cool like YouTube series that branched off into Hell of a Boss. Yeah, they're dropping their season in January. Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness. And speaking of this, of 2024. Oh, actually, I don't know if this is happening in 2024, but I do know the reaction video is coming in 2024. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Apparently, Bendy and the Ink Machine is getting a movie? I saw the header of the video, and I'm like, that will be a reaction video. I'm not touching it until the reaction video, but oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. The channel, honestly, has been rocking it. I do have some goals, though, for YouTube. I don't know if I did goals last year. I'm hoping I'm going to do goals this year. It's okay if I don't make them. But if I can make progress on them, that will feel great. And if I can't make progress, it's okay. I'm not the same person that I was last year. I'm not the same person that I'll be next year. Because you're constantly changing, growing, and developing. I hope I can do these, and I will make it my goal to achieve these. But let's see. Like, first things first, I want videos done a week or 2 in advance. I know you guys don't get to see that, but videos take a lot of time. I want them to be done more in advance, so that way it'll put less stress on me, and I can make more videos. I want to bring back a series, I think I did a while ago, like back when the series first started, I think in 2021, maybe a little bit 2022. I did a series called Books of Tea. I really want to bring that back, where essentially what I do is I do one video, I think it'll be once a month or maybe once every other month, where I read a book and then we talk about it. We talk about the flaws, we talk about the good things, and I tell you if I'd recommend it or not. Really, really, really want to bring that back. Mostly because A, I want to keep reading, and B, it's really fun to talk about books. Especially, I have a couple of fan books that I have read that I want an excuse to talk about. This would be a wonderful excuse. That one probably, Books of Tea, if I'm able to get the ball rolling, that won't happen until spring. But, at the earliest. But if I can make that happen, that would be awesome. The other thing is, I need to do this. I don't know, I still haven't done this. I need to finish Sonic Chronicles. I want to do a story explain for that game so badly. That game, that Sonic Chronicles, on Nintendo DS, that was something I was obsessed with as a kid. I drew the characters. I created stories in my head where like all these crazy stuffs happened, and I love that story. I haven't finished let me see if I think it's here actually. Let's take a look. Yes, actually. So I have been working on it. I haven't worked on it in a minute, but like I have scripts written for the story. I drew pictures for what's gonna happen. I just haven't finished it yet because it's a big project. Damn, I forgot how hot Rouge is. Whoop. Hi, puppy. I have it. I just haven't finished it yet. I really, 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 really want to finish it because I love that game. And Nintendo DS isn't going to be accessible forever. Like, you'll always be able to see the videos, hopefully, but down the road, it'd be really fun to have a story explained about it. So I really, 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 really want to do that this year. So I want to do that. But how will I do that? How will I do my goals? Well, I have two things. I will be proactive. I'll plan ahead more. I'll make more plans and set expectations. I will also be gentle with myself. I'm not gonna hit every single goal. I'm not gonna be perfect. I will never be perfect. Thank goodness for that. And a last one for luck, I'll be gentle with myself. Because again, I'm not gonna be perfect. Actually, I misspoke, pardon me. Even though, yes, I will not be perfect. I don't need to be. I will be gentle with myself. Here's the thing I actually meant to say. Sorry, I misspoke. I'm gonna remember to have fun. I do genuinely love talking about this stuff. I do genuinely love recording videos. Sometimes I just get really stressed by how much work it is. So I want to kind of bring myself back in a little, check in and be like, hey, let's make it fun again. Let's have fun with it. So that is very exciting. And those are my plans. I might not achieve those next year. Hopefully by next year, I will be able to do this spiel, this talk without misspeaking 1,000,001 times, but I don't know. Now, I do have some goals for me too. So the goals for me, and this one I know, controversial. My goal is to have half of my draft for my first book done. My absolute dream would be to have my whole first book done, the first draft of it. Realistically, I'm gonna give myself the first half. Just because I feel that's where I can comfortably aim. I know that was my goal last year. This year, I have a different plan for how I'm going to actually achieve it. The other goal I have is that I want to scrapbook. I know that sounds kind of silly, but I collect pictures, I collect stickers, I collect drawings, and right now I have them all in a big box. It'd be kind of fun to put them all in a big book, and then someday I can be like, hey, look at these, and hey, look at these, like with you guys or my family or my kids or friends, or I don't know. That seems like fun. Then my biggest one, and I actually mentioned this a minute ago. I actually mentioned this one about YouTube. I'm gonna be gentle with myself. We'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to it. Remember it. Back to my book and scrapbooking. How am I going to do those things? Especially with my book, since last year that was my goal and I did not achieve it. How am I going to achieve it this time? I'm going to be proactive, and I'm going to set time aside for me to work on my stuff. Because realistically, that's what I need to do. Set time aside to scrapbook, set aside time to write. I need to be proactive with it. Because as soon as I sit down, I love writing. I love writing my girl. Her name's still Avery. I gave her a group of friends. She's a magic system. She's still my snarky little badass. I can tell you a little bit more about her. Originally, I was going to talk about her more on the channel. I'm being a little selfish and I want to hold her a little bit longer. But I'll tell you this. She loves neon pink. Loves neon pink. And overalls. Insanely smart. Like, she's insanely smart. But almost everybody second guesses her. They don't actually believe that she's as smart as she is. That's all I'll tell y'all about her. She has a whole story. She's the one who's actually gonna have like a series. But my goal is to write those. I miss my girl Avery, and I used to scrapbook when I was a kid. I'm excited. And now, sorry guys, I want to get to the message about my cupcakes. And that connects to my final goal. Be gentle with myself. Be gentle with yourself. That also is my message to my cupcakes. And just a little check-in on you guys. My cupcakes. Hey, I'm happy you're here. We made it. We survived 2023. Crazy, right? It's been intense, emotional, sometimes overly ridiculous, and just a little absolutely wonderful. I'm really happy you're here. I want this last goal that I have. You guys don't need to do this. I would recommend it, but be gentle with yourself. The world is sticky and life is complicated and messy. Nothing is actually going to go 100% your way, and nothing's going to be exactly as you expect it. And that's okay. Be gentle with you. By being gentle, I mean check in on yourself. Be kind to yourself. The world's already insane. Give yourself a little love. Celebrate you. Celebrate your little victories. They're worth it. Just like you. All right, my loves. It is time to close the books on 2023. I will see you next year. Thank you guys so much. Pardon me. Thank you, my lovely cupcakes, for watching. And I will see you next time on our lovely show. Bye.